When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a first. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. Coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The running back has it. Got enough for the first down. Racing down the left side. He's at the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Quick catch on third down. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's got him this time. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
And the Golden Gophers looking to convert on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the 1st down.
The Golden Gophers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Love. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Love. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Finding an escape route. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play. Minnesota
offense is headed back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Here he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
One really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. And a potentially touchdown save. Tackle made there after the long completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And the timing just a hair off.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish! Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continue to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Lindsey. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking to throw on 1st down. There's the pressure. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. There he goes. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Turner. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route.
Get high. Get high. Get high. Get high.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hauls it in. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Gain of 9. Offense facing fourth down.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Minnesota.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out their field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it away to crank up the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
crosses the 35. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. That's reeled in, it's Tracy. Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Coleman. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Golden Gophers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed near the marker. It's Tracy. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Taylor has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then I can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Man, what a luxury when you got a quarterback like this that you can run design run with. Just gives such an advantage in the numbers game in the box.
And it's not as if that surprised this defense. Defensive coordinator knew all week it was coming, and still it was effective.
And knowing it's coming and being able to catch a guy like that runs, remember, that's not a quarterback. That's a running back, are two different things altogether.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really great job coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Fields. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line.